get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards. Moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. Now we give to the big fullback use check. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They'll drop to throw. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's gonna take it. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, one for the safe boy till there's nothing left. I'm on point to the bed until we all up in buckets. With the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And this is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Aziz Al-Shair on the tackle. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Second down and goal. Murray. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Murray now, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They stop them for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a handoff looking right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 32. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Number 20.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Brought down at the 13-yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Murray now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Murray. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Murray again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Murray picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At at their own 18-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go to Barkley again. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
26 mark. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
They'll run with Barkley, and he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Feeling like
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for them.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off near the 34. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Should their woes on offense continue, that's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Number 26.
It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Over on down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happened. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again. Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards there, a first down.
And a Cardinal first down.
Shotgun now from Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Arizona.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Throwing on first down is Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Number 2, Aziz Al-Shair in to make the stop.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brought down at the 8-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they will score. It's a pick 6. For the Cardinals touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked picked off at the 39. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 15 now. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darren Waller. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was taken down.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Javon Kinlaw drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. There's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Arizona, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor. Yeah, your friend smart, but my boy's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die. I feel like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool. I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant. Look, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up, my body burning. And my stomach keep up turning. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I work that gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
She right, got me.
Hit one and be so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait,